Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I wanted to give you guys a heads up on why the video took so long. Recorded it back in February, and it'll be coming out tomorrow, June 1st. Looks like June 1st because I'm wrapping it all up now. I just want to say that I wanted to take the time to do it right because there's lots of people that know Bob, and I wanted to just make sure that I kind of somehow incorporated as much as people's memories that they could possibly think of, and when they're watching this video, hopefully it triggers some of those. I just wanted to do the best that I could with the clips that I have, and I hope you guys enjoy it. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan, and on this planet we send it. And what we're going to be getting in today, well, we're actually out on a special trip today. We're out in a memorial of a friend of ours named Bob, and he's a Jeeping buddy that I met a few years back, first on the Rubicon, and there's about 12, 13 other people out here in their vehicles, actually more people than that, but about 12, 13 vehicles out here also celebrating Bob's memory. So we're out here in Ocotillo, and in addition to normally doing all the showcasing of the trail that I like to do, and maybe catching you guys up on some of the things that I have going on, I think what I'm also going to do as the primary event is I'm going to be going through the videos that I've made in the past, and I'm going to try to pull out snippets of those videos that I actually had Bob in and include in this trail. So there will probably be a little bit of back and forth, some things that are not necessarily pertinent to Ocotillo, but they will be pertinent for this trip, which again is a memorial for Bob. So as I mentioned, we're out here in Ocotillo. I think we're going to be doing just a pretty big loop. We started off at a bar called Iron Dome, and we're going to be heading on down and heading straight towards Truck Haven, where we're probably going to go and play in the playground. After we do the playground, we'll probably get some gas because we have some V8s those V8s are thirsty, and they'll probably touch up on gas while we then complete the loop on our way around. And although we don't have necessarily any specific obstacles in mind right now, everyone was made aware that we'll probably go ahead and stop at some of the obstacles in the area so that if anyone who wants to play can play, because we don't have only Jeeps out here. We have a few other representatives. We have Toyota, I believe we have a Toyota out here, and we also have a Ford Raptor out here with us. So anyone who's wanting to make the trail, they'll be able to do whatever they want or not do it at all. All right, I have a plan in place. Risks are acceptable. Let's go ahead and send it. So I met Bob on the Rubicon Trail, and here in a second I'm going to go ahead and put in some clips from the Rubicon Trail of Bob from previous videos of mine with him in it. And I do want to mention, I just remembered Bob being a nice guy. He was the only one that stayed up with me on the first night. I mean, we didn't stay up past many other people, to be honest. We were kind of tired, but he did stay up with me, and that was like the first time. It was the first time that I, actually had time to actually talk with Bob, and I thought he was just a nice gentleman. Bob here in Yeti is actually showing how we needed front and rear lockers for the day due to the water that was just before things started getting technical. He came here with front and rear lockers, but unfortunately it wasn't until this obstacle that we realized his air locker was not working. This was also where Bob ended up taking damage to his rear passenger side. I didn't catch it on video, but on the next clip where you see him winching through, you'll see he took damage right here where he's starting to get stuck.
That same rock.
Your front locker on? Yeah. Use your radio. Okay, come forward then.
I got one. No, I didn't know what you could
That's a weird well.
Once we got there, everyone you pitched up their tents, had some dinner, and then we found ourselves sitting around the campfire, talking about the day, enjoying the camaraderie, and then everyone went to sleep just about, or maybe just before sunset, to where Bob and I, the gentleman who took the damage in the JK, sat around the campfire and closed out the night. So the last time I was actually out here in Ocotillo with Bob, it was during Desert Dash about a couple of years ago, and it was where my cousins actually got to meet him, and my cousin's family, where we all became to affectionately call Bob Canyon Bob because of this clip right here.
Bring it.
Now start cutting that way a little bit. Just slow down. Slow down. Don't run me over.
A little more driver. There you go. Straight down, straight down, straight down. He's got it.
Come on. Get that way a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, a little more past there.
One straight.
Keep going.
Turn.
There it is.
You're good.
You made it.
Now, I know the camera made that look real easy, and to be honest, it was. The challenge that I was facing on that was without the illumination from Yeti over there to the right, the white Jeep, the shadow that was coming down there made it look like it was a lot more significant of a jump. But once my cousin went over there and checked it out, he realized there was nothing and spotted me through. So thanks to my cousin for spotting me down, and thanks to Bob, who my family has now affectionately come to know as Canyon Bob because of this. So Canyon Bob, thank you for recording. I couldn't have got these shots without you. So we made our way over to the playground in Truckhaven. And the purpose of this trip was for us to be able to celebrate Bob's life doing exactly what Bob enjoyed doing, Jeeping. So what you're going to be seeing is all of us going around, enjoying, having just a great time on the playground. To be honest, I think it was the most I ever played at the playground. You know, and also to be, you know, up front, it was also probably the most fun I had at the playground too. So, you know, I'm really glad that, you know, this trip was put together by family and friends, and it was attended from, you know, people that knew Bob from all different times. And there was just a great group of people that came out to celebrate his life. So I hope you enjoy seeing us playing on the playground in honor of Bob. So a couple of clips ago, you just saw Joe in the blue Jeep attempt this obstacle. He has a V8 and he also has 42-inch tires, and he decided not to do it. Well, then I immediately put Audie, who's in the gold Jeep. He also has a V8, but he's only on 40-inch tires. Not too big of a difference, but the key thing here is Audie thought he was a better driver and was going to go ahead and try to show Joe up that he could make this obstacle even though he was on 40-inch tires. Let's see how this goes for him. Yeah, when you actually, if you can go back a little bit, there's a big, like, whatever this is, concrete. You're probably going to want to come passenger on it. And then come this way and then adjust straight. Yeah, a little more. Yeah, right there. You're good. You're good. Keep passenger, passenger. Keep going passenger a little more. Keep hold passenger. Yep. There you go. Now, as you come, basically you're doing an S around that obstacle. So now as you, it's right now right about in front of your driver's door. As you come around it, straighten up. There you go. Yep. Driver, driver, driver. All right, Audie. Back up just about a foot and a half, and then straighten up on this on this whatever this is.
Keep my wheel where it's at now.
You're gonna right now. You're kind of coming at like this. You want to kind of straighten up on it. Go, as you reverse, go driver. Up, I'm sorry, passenger, passenger. My fault. Yep. Now go straight. And this thing's at an angle like this right now. You want to kind of take it as straight as you can. All right, climb in. Driver, driver. Driver, 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 driver. Ah, almost. Can you back out? Back out and go passenger. Go reverse and go passenger. As you can see, he almost made it. If he would have just kept to the line, he would have been able to keep the wheels on, and I think he would have made it for the rest of the way. But unfortunately, he became teeter-tottered. Next, we're going to see Heidi being spotted by my cousin trying to make it through this obstacle. I will say she did not end up making it through, but she had quite a bit of a, we'll just say she had a valiant attempt. And then after that, you're going to see Joe come through in his V8, again on 42-inch tires, and see him just kind of make short work of it.
Hi, brother, I'm out. But I brought you some presents. So somebody's going to need this stuff.
There we go. This is exactly what you're going to need.
Send me that shot, wouldn't it?
I will. I'll post it to the club. Oh!
Tough one. You should get over that.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying 42s.
Plans rules, huh? Like it. You got it now.
Ooh.
I know what I gotta do.
Diff, you don't need no stinking diff.
500 horsepower, you can make things happen.
So we just finished playing at the playground, and I hope you enjoyed some of those clips of us playing around. You know, but one of the things that we're crossing from main road to main road now here in Nocateo, and everyone who's been out here knows that the pole line road it's just literally a dirt road that connects the two main roads. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to just talk about one of the things I enjoyed about Bob was he just had such a great sport. He just was always willing to, you know, get in on the jokes. He didn't have a problem, you know, if he was part of the joke, that, you know, he just always had a good sport about it. And he and I, we used to dig on a friend of ours named Joe, who Joe used to try to dig on me saying, what? Again, now referring to Ragnarok 1.0, my LJ, known as the unicorn. Joe used to be, you know, what is it? All you are is unicorns and rainbows everywhere. So when he said that to me, one of the first times I was out with him on one of his trips, I was just like, from that point on, sending lots of pictures of unicorns and rainbows. If ever there was a rainbow I saw, I'd take a picture of it and send it to Joe. And so the funny thing was Bob, he ended up then getting me some like unicorn paraphernalia, and I have a unicorn here strapped in honor of Bob, because he's the one who gave me this unicorn. But he also used to give me like little unicorns that I'd put up there with my ducks and everything. As a matter of fact, I'm a little concerned because when Ragnarok was stolen, I'm not sure if those got stolen too. I want to see if those might be in my Mojave, and if they are, or somewhere else. If they are, then I'm going to go ahead and put them in Ragnarok 2.0. That's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. As a matter of fact, we just finished airing up, and then we had a little commemorative drink at the bar that Bob used to go, where we started and finished the trip at. And it was actually pretty cool because Bob's son created a badge that looks like a regular Jeep badge, a little bit bigger, but it was a very awesome badge to create for those that made this trip. And I thought that was a very awesome touch to such a, you know, it was actually a very fun trip today. It was the first time, you know, that I had been out really playing in the truck haven, and everyone else was out having a good time. And again, the wind wasn't too crazy today, and it was a great time to be out in the desert, especially, you know, we're here at the beginning of February, and it was like 80 degrees, I think, by the time was the top that I saw it. But overall, it was just a nice commemoration of going out and doing a thing for Bob. And, you know, I will say, you know, we're all going to miss him, and we're all going to be thinking about the things that, you know, and the times that we shared with him. And, you know, it is sad that he's not with us physically, but at least, you know, mentally, he is here with us, and we'll always have those memories of Bob. And so, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.